Welcome to Love Yourself channel. Today we have a very interesting topic: supplements. Do I take any or not? If yes, what exactly do I need? This particular video is about a protein and how to choose one if you decide to add it to your diet and your training as well. Do you want to know what protein does to your body? And also, if you need it, how much of it exactly do you need? And most importantly, which protein do I go for? If you want to know the answer to all those questions, then just stay with me and watch this video to the end. By the end of it, you will have a solid, your personal understanding of the role protein plays in your body and which protein is best for you. Sit comfortably and let me explain how it all works. What is protein first of all? Protein is built by really tiny parts which are called amino acids, and there are 20 of them. We need all 20 and in order to build our muscles and for many other reasons. We need keratin for our hair and our nails. We need hemoglobin to carry oxygen around our body. Antibodies protect us against bacteria and viruses. And there is so much more to it. We require all 20 amino acids, and in fact, we can produce 12 of them on our own. The remaining 8 though are called essential amino acids, and we have to obtain them from our diet, from our food we eat. There are 2 types of a dietary protein dependent on those amino acid components. Complete, which contains all essential amino acids that the body requires for making protein. And also there is incomplete, which are low or just lacking some of the essential amino acids. Animal proteins are the complete version of it. That includes red meat, chicken, any other type of white meat, fish, dairy, and of course eggs. Plant protein are low and inside of the essential amino acids and are called incomplete for that particular reason. And that is fruit, your veggies, nuts, seeds, beans, pulses, and also grains. But let's not judge our plants and let's not get into the position where we think that it's not possible to get right protein from plant foods. With a little bit of planning, vegetarians, vegans, they can easily meet the protein requirements. And guys, now we know what protein is and where to find it. So let's now look and find out how much of it we actually require. Average person requires approximately 1 gram or 0.8 gram of protein per kilogram of the body weight. Approximately 10 to 15% of the total daily calorie intake should be coming from protein. If we consume more than that, then the protein is broken down to those little parts I mentioned earlier, which are called amino acids. And some of them, they will be removed naturally by our body. And guess what's going to happen to surplus? The excess is going to be stored as a not very nice fat. And you will not get muscles by simply eating 100 of eggs per day. We need to have enough of carbohydrates, enough of other nutrients in a right proportions in order to maintain that balance and grow our lean muscles. Stick to the number given, and if you want to see your results, then follow the guidance. Having not enough of protein, on the other hand, might affect your energy levels. It might lead to poor resistance to infections, to depression, to slow healing of wounds, and longer recovery from illnesses. Note that when you train, and based on the type of training you actually do, you might require a bit of more of protein. And for professional weight training, you might need to go to up to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of weight, body weight. Some people go even beyond that and they consume way more protein, although there is not enough of evidence to prove that this is actually required in fact. We have now learned how much of protein we actually need. Now, let's look how we digest the protein so we can understand which type of protein is best for you. Chewing starts the breakdown of the protein. So chew your food properly, guys. Then it is further broken down into smaller parts in our stomach and in the small intestine. Longer proteins are broken down into shorter ones, and then the shorter ones, guess what? They get broken down into those little tiny amino acids, which then gets to our bloodstream and they just swim everywhere around in our body. Further, amino acids, they need to lose the nitrogen so they can be used as the energy source. If you consume food rich in protein as well as the fat, then the whole digestion process is going to be a lot slower and the overall calorie intake is going to be higher. So consider lean protein such as the white meat or egg whites and fish, of course. So your body can easily digest that protein and digest it faster. I'm not going to bore you here with numbers, and we can all use Google and find out how much of protein is in fact in each food. When it comes to the protein selection though, there are a few things you need to consider. First of all, of course, your preference. This is the main thing. If you are vegetarian or a vegan, you will not be able to get away with just the regular whey protein. And you will need a plant version of it, right? Some people, like myself, are lactose intolerant. And even if I wish to use the normal protein, I just cannot. So in this case, it's best to go for the plant option or use isolate protein. Whey protein, which has been produced from milk in cheese or yogurt making process, has all the nutrients. So it has the protein as well as the fat, as well as the carbs and other micronutrients. It is a normal whey protein, which is by its nature contains all those macro and micronutrients. If whey protein goes to further refining process, then it gets to the isolate version, which means that they literally isolate protein from the rest, from fat, from carbs as such, and isolate whey will be a lot better on your stomach if you are lactose intolerant because it does not have the other components. I'm doing this video independently as I want you to be able to understand what protein supplement is and how to choose one, and trying to explain what and how so you yourself can make a sound, your personal decision about the protein. When choosing a protein, check the ingredients. What else is there apart from the actual protein itself? If there are too many words which you struggle to read or pronounce, then it's probably not the best option. Like with food, try to find a leaner option with less of additives and more of the natural ingredients. I personally like optimal nutrition, or ON, how some people call it, whey protein. And I use the plant version as well as the isolate version. And I find that the taste and the texture are as per my likings. You get less fat and the carbs with the isolate option, and with almost the same amount of the protein per serving. On the other hand, the plant version of it has other nutrients as well as the protein, but which are lacking in some isolate version. And at the end of the day, it's your decision and your choice. And I can say that both ON proteins are great. And I have been using this gold standard whey protein as well. But unfortunately, my body just does not accept it. That's why I've gone for these two options. So I would suggest trying all three of them and selecting the one which you like the most and the one which is going to work for you and best for your body. So you will not get bloated, choose the one which is easily digested and not causing any effects like bloating or feeling really heavy after consuming the milkshake. You will just get what you need from Optimum Nutrition proteins, the whey protein or the plant version of it. And considering the price, they're really good options. And please guys, please remember that it is always best to get all your macro and micronutrients from food rather than from supplementing. Supplements are there to be supplemented and added to our diet on those days when, or periods of time when we cannot get all the amount of protein from our food. But constantly relying on powders and supplements is just the wrong approach to the actual diet and to healthy living. Try to get your food right first and then supplement with the good stuff where it is needed. And that relates to everything, to macro and micronutrients and not just the protein itself. So I hope you now have a better understanding about the protein in general and how to choose the best option for yourself. So guys, train safe, support your training with a really good diet and make good food choices, and you will get to your goals faster. And now, please guys, leave me your comments. Let me know how I've done. If you enjoyed this video, if you have any suggestions, and please subscribe to my channel so you do not miss any of my new videos and workouts. And the main thing now, go and enjoy the rest of your day. Eat your protein, train, do something really good for yourself. And please remember the main thing, love yourself, love your life, and I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow with my new video. Bye for now. I love you all guys.